Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. This is Corey from the Welcome Home team at RE/MAX. Today we are at Riverside Mall with Tracey Kirstein. I got it right. We talked about that beforehand. So she's going to be talking to us about Bradcore and about Senior Source, which you see back here. So Tracey, thank you very much for being with us.
My absolute pleasure.
Wonderful. So your background is physical therapy.
That is true.
And you were telling me a pretty interesting story about how you got into it. You want to share a little bit about
I guess I'm going to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so several decades ago, when I was exploring college options, my wonderful mother helped a little along by referencing a friend and colleague in Baruch College who suggested OT, which is occupational therapy, as a good occupation and profession for the up-and-coming future of healthcare.
Right.
And we had a local hospital. I'm from Brooklyn, so we had a hospital nearby, Coney Island Hospital, that had a very unique setting. It was a huge department, and I walked down to the OT department, and I don't know, it didn't exactly feel like that was exactly where I wanted to be. And they brought me to physical therapy that had such a high energy situation going on. Therapists doing back, flipping the wheelchairs back, and the level of enthusiasm was very high compared to the OT. It was like a little quieter room, and people were doing like handcrafts and things all the way back at that time. That's what you did in OT. And so I stayed, and I volunteered in the PT department, and ultimately went to school, and actually was there for 7 years, leaving as the acting director.
Wonderful. Yeah. So you've been so you moved from Brooklyn to Bergen County. You said you've been here for 22 years in Teaneck. So you went from physical therapy to Bradcore. Tell us a little bit about Bradcore and what they do and what you do for it.
So there's a little bit of a space in between. Through healthcare and my career in PT, I kind of paralleled how our healthcare system was moving. So it went from inpatient to short-term subacute nursing care, where the emphasis was on getting people home, getting them home safely, and then on to home care. I needed, despite them overcoming some of their physical difficulty, they would still have the struggle of the difficulty in the house. And I'm a very big believer of enjoying where you are and loving it and living in it, and sort of not reducing who you are and where you are because you can't access it the right way. And as life will have it, I met Brad Reuter, the president and founder of Bradcore, Humanism in Building, and there was this beautiful understanding of passion for what he does in construction, and his passion for the seniors and the entire community, and my passion for yourself as a senior. You're in that retirement zone. Then you have this space available to you during the week, and what the design of Senior Source was that services would come to the seniors. People need to know about so many different things, whether it be a doctor service, whether it be places where they might be considering that they need for, at different stages of their medical.
Come here and learn about everything that maybe you don't need it right now, or that you may need in the future, to be able to educate yourself on what's out there and what's available.
Right. Again, prevention, not crisis management.
Yes.
It goes across the board with everything we do.
So are you, with obviously lifting of COVID restrictions and things, is this facility open and available for seniors at this point?
The great news is that Senior Source is opening. It had its opening this week, slowly but surely, with a little bit of a different venue. There is registration at this time to keep the numbers where they need to be along CDC guidelines, so we can provide
the resources. So obviously we're at the Riverside Square Mall. come and visit Tracey and the Senior Source here. Obviously, Bradcore seems like a great company to be able to help with seniors and your aging in place specialty that you have.
Correct.
Right?
Can I add one thing?
Absolutely, yes, please.
Bradcore also, he has a great vision and understanding of what people need, and Bradcore has a concierge membership. Concierge membership to a construction company. So what does that mean? That means that any service you need, have a good evening.